Okay, wait, maybe now. Can you guys hear me? Let me try. Here we go. Okay. I figured it out. Let me know if you guys can hear me now. Insectivore, 2 inches, 30 gallons. Settings and metric. Pen. Diet insectivore. I'm actually going to take this information, switch my settings. And then copy it over. Okay, glad to see that my audio works. 4 centimeters, about 2 inches. Hopefully everybody had a great week. I don't know, I like doing these on Sunday because it's kind of like my accountability moment, and I hope you guys can get some work done too, whether it's on the database or on something else that you've been wanting to do for a while. Something magical happens with the lo-fi, what is it? Lo-fi hip-hop radio to relax to. Let's see what these sources say. 76 to 82, that seems about right for the range. First off, species prefer softness and water. Say hi to everyone. This is Twix. He's the orange one. He's also the nicer one, too. Hi, bud. Okay, spawning method. Bug scatter. There's not a whole lot of information on breeding, so I might have to fill this out as a guess. Yes, hello. Let's see what information I can find. There have been no documented instances of successfully breeding. Intriguing. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of the message. Okay, water flow and surface lighting. Darkness distributed. Dimmer lighting. So here I'm going to go ahead and cite this source. And we don't really have an official citing guide yet, so I'm going to do that. It's not like you have to do MLA or APA or anything like that. For now, I'm going to put this link here to say where I pulled the information from the research. This is because this specifically is like a piece of information that came from one place only, despite being the other sources. So, reading. Yeah, no documented instances. Okay, spawning elaboration none. Spawn size I'll say about 20. Reduced to unknown. Nothing is known about breeding this species. All right, and then I'll be pulling this picture here, which, as I need to reiterate every single time, I do have permission from the photographer to use these pictures specifically in the database. So keep that in mind. I'm not just randomly grabbing pictures. Okay, we have caption. What did he caption? It looks like this one was caught in Colombia. So odd, Colombia. Here too. Yeah, Venezuela as well. Okay, it doesn't necessarily say where. So it looks like this is a very elusive species. Certain constituency conclusions. Although, if you look at a map, I would assume. I go too far. Because if Brazil is in Colombia, we're probably going to be in one of these waterways up here. So let's say southwest Brazil. Then we have northeast Colombia and southern Venezuela, so southeast. And Venezuela, south. Those are non-specific locations. And I'll go ahead and submit that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and see what else we can find. Hello to everyone who's joining. Let's see. Just gonna look at some comments real fast. Can you guys hear me? Wait, some people can hear me, some people can't hear me. Let me lower the music volume here. Maybe you'll be able to hear me a little better. I'm working on getting a second screen, by the way. I apologize for the switch. We'll get there eventually. Do some chords. No. What happened to his iNaturalist? I'll have to look at that later. Is Facebook still active? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, that's nifty. This is something I've never seen before. Waterfall climbing killfish. New species of anaconda. This guy's page is really cool if you don't already follow him. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. Well, actually, let's see how much information we have first. Great. An endangered species. Wikipedia. Okay, looks like we have enough information to be doing this, so let's go ahead and close out those tabs. Close out that one. What I like about this guy is that he shows the locality, the specific location where I took the picture as well. And this is the same guy whose iNaturalist I tried to access. I'm glad his Facebook is still active. Let's see. Minnows and carps. Yes. Hello, Twix. All right. Common name looks like it was the red carp. Yeah. Are you coming up yet? Okay. No. He's cute, but he does make everything more difficult. This is a good save. Ow. Why would you do that to me? Yep. Great. Thanks, buddy. This is how we're going to be filming from now on, I guess. 14 centimeters to inches. It's going to be like this. No. No. Yeah, 5. Buddy. This is why we can't have nice things. I'll say community. I think some of the other Garos are less community friendly, so that's debatable. Evicted. You're not supposed to be up there. Turns out this was all just like a cat stream. Hello to everyone who's joining and still watching. As usual, we're just going to be filling out some database information. So this one is endangered. Collaboration of government. Seems to say it's pretty peaceful, yeah. Let's see here. It was described in 1843. That's a long time ago. Interesting. I'm curious how this got to the Western Ghats. See, this seems to have a little bit of conflict in information. Yeah, this is Gara. Other unknown. Endangered. Yeah, this is better. Wildlife sanctuary. 7.4 centimeters. So it's going to be half of us. 2.5. Yeah, that's a completely different fish. So it's always important to check your information. It is not known as the red gara. But no common name. Let's see, 2.5-inch fish. I'm gonna put about 20 gallons. 20? What do you guys think? For 2.5-inch adult-sized gara, should we put 20 or 30 as the minimum tank size? I don't know how far behind the stream is to the I don't know when you guys hear the things that I'm saying. So we're going to be making an educated guess here. Climate is humid and tropical. So average annual temperature of 59. So it seems like it might be a little bit more cooler. So 60. to say 66 to 72, 64 to 72, 62 to 72, actual temperature, parameters. Read this as a test, I'll time it. I got it at 5:23. But read it at 5:25. I wonder if I could pull up YouTube on my phone. A little more. Yeah, I wonder if I could pull up YouTube on my phone and like read the comments on YouTube. So I'm having to switch to StreamYard instead. You guys like infinite. Infinite loop. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this works. I'm gonna put my phone right here so I can see your guys' comments as I'm working. This is how we're gonna do it from now on until I get a second screen. Oops, but not much. Especially your behavior. See, this is the funny thing about doing live streams is like now you guys can see me struggle to spell basic English words. Not much is known about them, especially behavior. Let's see what kind of spawning this has. Wow, we got an ad for TurboTax. Don't forget to file your taxes, everybody. Okay, so we're looking at a similar species to try and guess what a potential spawning method would look like for this species that we're working with right now. Okay, so it looks like they're laying the eggs in the cave. So let's look. Some other. Egg layers with external fertilization and egg scatterers. It says adhesive or non-adhesive eggs. That's really interesting. Roof-fire egg scatterers and 5 to 10 gallon tank is sufficient for spawning. Interesting. pH should be around 7. So let's go ahead and fill some of these out. These are egg scatterers. Spawning elaboration. They have not been spawned in captivity. Spawn size, we'll just put 10. Parents will lay the eggs and the Parents of similar species will have eggs that both float and sink between substrate. Results should be moved due to potential cannibalism. Nope. All right. I tried, you guys. Cannibalism. Yeah, an attempt was made. Due to potential cannibalism. But nothing is known for sure. Let's say like simulating wet season. All right, then we're going to download this image, copy this. Where did it go? I'm gonna have to start organizing this. Sure, take it. Probably put a hyphen between those. Okay, and then we have the Western Ghats. So let's just go ahead. I assume it's in the west, but I don't want to put any incorrect information. No. Oh, we are way zoomed in. Yeah, okay, so see, this is why I didn't want to make any assumptions, because it is at the very south of India. All the way down by Sri Lanka, okay. So, southern India. Nope. Western Ghats. And I'll copy the information from here. See, endemic to the Western Ghats in India. It is described from the Tiger Reserve. All right. Let's go ahead and submit. Whoops. All right, we'll go ahead and submit that. And I did want to show you guys something cool. So I was asked for a personal forum the other day. So this is basically like a journal that this person is keeping on different kinds of fish news and things like that. So he's really interested in cichlid science specifically. So he wrote a couple of different articles here. And they're really interesting to kind of read through. These are a combination of blog posts and articles, I guess. Something that I'm trying to work on is the fact that these images here, you actually have to download to view them. But they are like really cool diagrams and things like that. So I am trying to fix that with, as I get around to it. Is that the right one? Yeah, I'm just going to open the same one multiple times. It's fine. So that's something if you're interested in keeping track of what you're doing, or if you have any particular topics you're invested in, this is definitely something you can do. Other than that, the forums are definitely something you can use. Oh, hey, Craig. Welcome to the live stream. We're just hanging out. The feedback that I got from last time is that the audio is very useful to have like a group study session. So if there's something you want to work on, if that happens to be inputting a species to the database, I can't say I'm going to complain. Let's go ahead and we'll move on to this Danio right here. The Malabar Danio. I have always wanted to keep these guys. They're really cool. Clear while oxygen travel. Oh, we've got more people joining. This is fun. Welcome, everyone. So, Centaur. Concern. Yeah, this looks like a good species to do. Go. Yeah, I love seeing how people are starting to slowly fill this out. I really like it. Malabar Danio, Giant Danio. No, that's not the same as the Giant Danio. Yeah. So I'm going to erase that. And this is why it's good to have someone to double check for you, things like that. I am a lot more careful on these live streams because I don't want to be spreading misinformation. So that's not a benefit to me doing it live. And then that's why each species has to be approved before it, gets released in the database. So I do these checks on before they go live as well. So 12 centimeters, that's again going to be about 5-6 inches. I'll learn the actual conversion. 12 centimeters, 4.7, so we're going to round that up to 5. About 5 inches. Peaceful community fish. $120 by 45. That doesn't really give me tank size. See, this is interesting. So this says it gets to 7 to 8 centimeters, whereas this says 12 for max length. Common length 8 centimeters. Okay, so it's going to go a little bit smaller. Size, we're going to go 3 inches. Max size around 5 inches. And then tank size, I'm going to go ahead and put like 15 gallons. Could even probably get away with 10, but insectivore usually eats larvae, but generally unpicky. When it comes to local places, it's not picky. Let's see. Temperature 18 to 25. Okay, so also a little colder. 77, so put like 68 to 70. Yeah, 68 to 72. Hey, if anybody sees a species that they've kept that's not in the database, don't let me stop you from going into it. Happy to answer any questions that pop up in the chat. pH of 6 to 8, so that's a pretty good range. Level surface, level evaporation. pour the surface tank. I'm gonna skip the other. Gonna be egg scatter, spawning, if it's similar to other Danio species. Let's see, what do we have for breeding here? Egg scattering, no parental care. Dim over the mesh, plastic grass for spawning mobs. Acidic to neutral pH. (24 to 36 hours). Okay, so this is a really good source. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm not going to copy all the information from here. Here. Spawn size probably around 50 at least. Conditioning food, water cages. These fish prefer to spawn in dimly lit aquaria. Dim lit aquariums. And their eggs around the tank. Methods. Using spawning mobs. Okay. Caption, species in situ, and credit, we're going to go here. No, I did not want to hit enter. Please don't submit. Ah! Okay, I'm actually... Oops. I should probably fix that. It lets you submit anything without location. That's okay. I'll go through on the admin side and edit it. And if you ever do something like this, I'm trying to work on a feature that'll let you edit it before it's been approved, but what you'll want to do is just send me a message. Yeah. So there's a question in the chat: how do you handle information that varies quite a bit from common knowledge? So I haven't had that happen yet. There is a lot of different entries. We have over 100 entries now of species added and things like that. So I'm really thankful to you guys. And there hasn't been anything so far that I've noticed that varies greatly from common knowledge. There have been people who put in like different tips and tricks and stuff. But like, for example, you can see a bunch of different information here. And the thing is that it kind of evens out. If there's anything that's just plain wrong, then it can be either reported to me and removed, or if you just mention it, you can debate it in forums. But it hasn't happened yet. And I'm very thankful for that. That being said, if it were to happen, I would leave it. And the reason for that is actually because we're working on a feature right now that'll show you how much people agree with something. So when you hit submit and edit, it pre-fills all of this information for you. Anything that you change will be shown as like a different submission. But everything that you didn't change will be shown as agreement. So then we can look at like what percent of people agreed with the temperament, right? What percent of people agreed with these parameters? And then you can see a little bit of deviation from that as well as the average. Another thing is I want to introduce like an upvote, downvote feature, or maybe just an upvote feature depending on how nice people are being. But that'll allow people to say, I think this information is most correct. And then that instead will be displayed here. Yeah, and everyone has different things that works for them, right? So here we have spawning at 82 to 86. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we have any spawning information right now. Jeff, if you wanted to hop in there. But everyone has something different that works. And if that works for them, I'm not going to remove that information again, unless it's just outright wrong, because I think it's important to see what works and also what doesn't work. So that's something I haven't emphasized enough, I think, is I want people to say, tried spawning at this. Like I tried spawning them after 2 weeks of conditioning in hard water and it worked, or I tried spawning them in hard water and it didn't work, things like that. So I don't just want the things that worked, because it's important to know what other people have already tried. That's how progress is made, as we learn from our mistakes, right? And so I'm not going to remove information that I don't know. So if you spawned and hatched German rams at 76 degrees, I'm not going to fight you on that, because I think you should add it to the database. And it might not be a quote-unquote ideal temperature, but German rams are now very heavily aquarium bred, right? So it could be that the aquarium strains have more tolerance to different temperatures, and you can put that. You can say, I successfully spawned mine at 76 degrees, and they hatched and raised the babies. And this could be because of the aquarium strain, or maybe they have more tolerance for a variety of temperatures than we originally thought. And so that's one of the main reasons behind the database, is to collect this sort of information, because in the hobby, a lot of people will say, this is the only right way to do it. You can't do it any other way. This is the way. But that's not always true. Like, this is a great example of, variance in temperature and how it can still work for people. And so I would be interested. It would be interesting to see the kind of differences there. Yeah, I actually was at a store and I was debating getting myself a pair of these. I'm still debating, actually. I really like just the normal German blue. I don't think there's anything wrong with like the gold, black, or electric blue. I like those as well, but I really like the original coloration on these guys. I think it's pretty nice. All right, so it looks like we finished that. Let's go ahead and I'll sign into the admin account and we can fix some information. No, don't automatically sign me in. Go back. Okay, so let's go to the admin side now and go ahead and look at the fish that have been submitted. So, for anyone that was on Eddie's live stream last night, I said that I was keeping the database for mostly fully aquatic species. I did have someone submit the fly river turtle, and I'm still debating on whether or not I should accept that or not, because it technically is a fully aquatic species, right? But I don't know. So let's go ahead and check the two that I did. Did I do 3? I did do 3 today. Wow, we're fancy. The Malabar Daniel. Ooh. Fish location edits. questions? I have found a bug. Interesting. Okay. So we did these together. Go ahead and approve those. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. Endemic to Australia, Eastern rainbow fish, status least concern. Semi-aggressive, peaceful community. Kept stable, hardy, mid-level. Stick towards the top of the metal. Egg scatter, 50 fry. Just a healthy tank. If that doesn't work, then do a cold water change. Okay, feed it C4 and other very simple foods. Fry goes slowly like most rainbows. Let's go ahead and check the image that was uploaded with this. Okay, looks like there was no image uploaded, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. And let's go check it out. So we're going to go to our rainbow fish. I still need to fill out all these black squares. I'm going to get there. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, I don't know. It's listed twice. Interesting. It looks like everything uploaded correctly. So you don't really need to have a picture to upload these species. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So I'm just going to browse through Facebook and get an idea of what other pictures we might be doing for next week. I think I'll definitely be revisiting Adamant's Facebook because of the quality of his pictures. Yeah, so this is definitely a great resource for pictures that I will be using for the database, and I will also be making a guide to help you know what you need to cite sources or not. So I think that's pretty much it for today. I'm just going to hang out for a couple more minutes if you guys have any questions or anything left that you want to say. Jeff, I would love to hear it. I think that's a great idea. I'll share what he knows from experience. He's far better with words than I am. I can share my experience and outcomes from there. Yeah, I mean, anyone you want to loop into this, you definitely can. Like you guys know, obviously, since you're here, but the database is a free resource. And I do want to get more people using it. So I was at the fish tour yesterday, and this guy was telling me in depth about what I should and shouldn't do with my plecos. And I was like, hey, that's great information. But instead of telling me you should write it down on here so everyone can see it. So I don't know if he's going to or not. I gave him my card and hopefully something will come of it because he did seem like he had a lot of knowledge about different freshwater species. But, you know, that's kind of what I've been doing, just impromptu networking. I wonder if I can show you guys that. Yeah, I can show you guys the MVP. This is what the database first looked like. So it was separated by family just like it is now. And then it would go into this gallery view. And then we have the CARES risk classification guideline here too. So we have CARES near threatened, CARES vulnerable, and this was the independent classification of the IUCN versus the CARES website. And I don't have permission to use any of these images. This was just an MVP that I'm like a mock-up that I made for myself to see what it would look like. So it has, you know, the date created, the family, country, conservation status, which authority it was evaluated on, the assessment, common name, size, recommended take size, and diet. And then you could add habitat information, breeding information, and known breeders and conservation efforts. So this is what the database looked like before it was ever really a website. So here we have all the killifish, and honestly, I'm going to try and reach out to them again and see if they'd be interested in partnering with me or allowing me to use any of their information. Because, I mean, CARES has done a lot of work, and I don't just want to like piggyback off of that, but I also think it'd be a waste to just kind of start over, you know. So, you know, all these different families, right? A lot of bettas here. A lot of ones that I want to keep. I think wild bettas are definitely something I'd be interested in doing at some point. What else? Oh, the cichlid section actually had so many that it often like used to crash my computer. It used to crash my computer because of how many different species there were, and you know, I wondered if this has a picture now. Yeah, so it doesn't look like there's anything consistent. So some of these species are really hard to get pictures of. That's this sticker here. But I spent a lot of time uploading all of these. I think it was like maybe 200 hours figuring all of this out, and then I did the calculations for. Oh, I also tested to see if I could export it, but I did the calculations for like the different warehouse sizes. So I was looking at different locations and how I could manage disease prevention, what kind of budget I would need, the layout, different. Again, this is more for budgeting, but like different medications that I would want, different grants I could apply to for funding, space calculations, different fish that I could potentially start with that are either endangered or like at risk of being endangered. Looking at the Endangered Species Act, different plants that I could sell as part of like an aquaponic thing, and also obviously the Endangered Species Act permits that I would need. So yeah, so this is where the database all started. Yeah, and I think that pretty much wraps up our time. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up, and hopefully I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.